Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we're going to dive deep into the world of custom software. So if you've ever felt like your business is kind of being held back by one-size-fits-all tools, then you are in the perfect place. We're going to break the whole thing down from that first spark of an idea all the way to a killer launch.
So, let me ask you something right off the bat. The tools you use every single day, do they work exactly the way you need them to? Or, be honest, are you constantly finding little workarounds and making compromises? Well, that gap, the one between good enough and perfect, that's exactly where custom software comes in.
You know, this analogy really hits the nail on the head. Off-the-shelf software, it's like buying a suit right off the rack. Sure, it'll probably do the job, it looks fine, but it was never ever made for you. Custom software, on the other hand, is that perfectly tailored suit. It's designed and built to fit your business's unique measurements, your specific needs, and your biggest goals.
So what are we really talking about here? When you strip it all away, custom software development is simply a structured process. It's all about taking a business idea, your unique vision, and turning it into a real, functional, and reliable digital solution that solves an actual problem for your company.
Now, this whole thing might sound super complicated, but honestly, the journey from an idea to a high-performance application really follows a clear three-phase blueprint. So let's jump in and see exactly how it works.
Okay, everything, and I mean everything, starts with a rock-solid foundation. Phase 1 is all about strategy. First, you've got to analyze the requirements to really understand the goals. Then, you do a feasibility study to make sure the project is actually doable, both technically and financially. And finally, you craft a detailed plan. This becomes the roadmap for the entire project.
In Phase 2, this is where the vision really starts to come to life. It all kicks off with UI/UX design. That's user interface and user experience, which is just a fancy way of saying we're making it intuitive and awesome to use. Then prototypes get built so you can get your hands on it and give early feedback before the developers start writing all that clean, efficient code that makes it all work.
And finally, we get to Phase 3. This is about getting it right and keeping it running strong for the long haul. You've got intense quality assurance and testing to make sure every little piece works perfectly. Then comes the big day, deployment, when the software goes live. But it doesn't stop there. Oh no. Ongoing maintenance is absolutely crucial to make sure it stays updated, secure, and performing at its best.
All right, so we've covered the how, but let's get to the most important question, right? The why. Why go through this whole process in the first place? Let's talk about the payoff and the real tangible advantages of going custom.
And this is so important to get. We're not just talking about lines of code here. Custom software isn't just another piece of tech. It's a strategic asset for your business. It's a unique tool that can literally change the way your company operates, innovates, and competes.
And what's so cool is how all these benefits just flow into each other. Think about it. Enhanced efficiency automates your workflows, freeing up your team. That new freedom lets you scale the business. And as you grow, you've got robust, custom-built security protecting your data, which then feeds into custom analytics so you can make smarter decisions. And the best part? It all integrates seamlessly with the other tools you're already using.
And hey, don't just take my word for it. Look at this real-world example from Jason, the CEO of Park. He points out two huge outcomes: a solution that was polished enough to show investors and stable enough to launch to the public. Now that is the kind of confidence a custom solution gives you.
The amazing thing about this tailored approach is that it's not just for one type of business. Let's take a look at how custom solutions are driving some incredible growth in totally different industries.
First up, let's talk healthcare. This is an industry where efficiency and accuracy aren't just buzzwords. They can be absolutely critical to a patient's well-being. Custom software is stepping in and completely revolutionizing everything, from doctor-patient interactions to managing complex hospital workflows.
And just look at how specific these tools can get. We're talking about secured telemedicine platforms that connect doctors and patients from anywhere, seamless integration with electronic health records for a complete patient picture, and powerful tools for analysis and just managing appointments.
Okay, now let's do a complete 180 and jump into the world of logistics. In this industry, the whole game is about speed, accuracy, and squeezing every ounce of efficiency out of a massive supply chain, where one tiny mistake can cause a huge domino effect.
So for logistics, you're looking at custom tools that can do some amazing things, like optimizing delivery routes to save tons of time and fuel, giving customers real-time shipment tracking, streamlining a chaotic warehouse, and delivering the exact analytics you need to make the whole operation better.
See,
It doesn't matter if we're talking about enhancing patient care or optimizing a supply chain, the core idea is exactly the same. It's not about finding a tool that kinda works, it's about building the perfect tool for the job. And the proof is right there in the execution. With over 2,500 projects delivered, you can see this isn't just some niche idea. It's a proven, battle-tested strategy that works for businesses of all shapes and sizes. And behind all those projects, you've got over 1,600 happy clients. That number right there, it speaks volumes about the real-world impact a tailored solution has when it clicks perfectly with a company's vision.
So, I'll leave you with this one last thought. Instead of trying to cram your unique business into some pre-made box, ask yourself this. What challenge could you solve? What process could you perfect? What new level could you reach with a solution that was built just for you?